Six Flags says attendance at all of its parks was up 2% in July and August compared to the summer before, after struggles the first half of the season. However, revenue was down.
Yeah, from the merger between Six Flags and Cedar Fair and those ride malfunctions, Cedar Point has been a lot of headlines the last few years. So what does the future of the park look like in Northeast Ohio? News 5's Clay Lepard went to find out.
Fun fact, this used to be from Cedar Point.
It started as a dream.
I remember going on this thing when I was a kid.
It came true for Damian Blanchard, who started at Cedar Point 5 summers ago. But after working all over the park as a ride operator in human resources and guest services, his smile that greeted park goers faded away, watching firsthand changes he says impacting employee morale, from the number of employees to a lack of pay increases.
It was just like not staffed like it was supposed to be. Rides were in a very long wait because they didn't have enough people to be running those rides.
Changes bleeding into the customer experience, a strain that staffers like Joey Davis have been telling News 5 for months.
And then go work 12 hours, 6 days a week. It's a lot.
Last year, Cedar Point's parent company, Cedar Fair, merged with Six Flags, and earlier this year announced plans to cut staffing company-wide by 10%.
And I started finding out like more and more people that I knew, that I kind of talked to here and there, were let go. And I was
You saw a lot of experience walking the door.
Yes.
In a company-wide earnings call, Six Flags CEO said this.
The staffing model today is very different than it was 5 or 6 years ago because the cost of labor is so much higher. So we staff our parks at more of a base level and then increase staffing as needed and as might be available.
Take a look at Cedar Point's job fair. Releases sent to News 5 over the years show in 2022 a starting wage of $15 an hour. By 2025, it's $13 an hour. That's a $2 drop as inflation went up 10% over that same time period. Beyond staffing cuts, the Six Flags property in Maryland is set to close in November, and so will its California park in 2027, which begs the question, what does this all mean for Cedar Point?
Cedar Fair merging with Six Flags was intended to lift the Six Flags company up, but I think actually what's happened is that has dragged the Cedar Fair company down to the issues that they're having today.
Dennis Spiegel consults globally on the theme park industry.
There is consternation and there is concern in the marketplace right now.
He lives right here in Ohio, so he's seen the changes at Cedar Point and the changes that need to come.
We're a mature industry. Things have changed. Pricing, season passes, product, aging, demographics, all of those things have changed, and those need to be addressed and looked at differently in the future.
Beyond the complaints and concerns, Spiegel says Cedar Point was once the crown jewel for Cedar Fair, and it should still be treated as such with Six Flags.
So Cedar Point will be here. It just needs a reorganization of management to bring it further into this 21st century and operate it the proper way.
I just feel like
this past summer, Damian Blanchard says he was fired from the park. He now works for another tourism destination, but still hopes for the best for America's rock and roller coast.
We're trying to make sure that I'm not there no more, so I can't say we, but I feel like its employees are trying its best to kind of like make sure that everybody has a great experience and give it that old touch from what Cedar Point used to be.
We asked a spokesperson with Cedar Point and its parent company Six Flags if they wanted to participate on camera for this story. They declined. Cedar Point closes for its 2025 season on Sunday, November 2nd. In Sandusky, Clay Lepard, News 5.